Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We are just getting started. Impressive jump! Oh, he's given that plenty.
In the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Upamecano for Olise. Conte. And here's Thuram. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's been... And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that was very necessary. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Chance here to counter. Mbappe knocks it into space. Chucky! They want to be quick. That's another chance! Not a bad try by... This looks He's shooting! Olise. France are looking to break at pace. And claimed it back swiftly. It's a good spell of possession, this. Tchouaméni. Olise. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That'll be a throw-in. Saliba. Upamecano. And it's Tchouaméni. Ball played for Conte. And it's Tchouaméni. Koundé. He has found the way through. He's going for goal! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Good ball, good take. Olise.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Dink through. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, delightful ball. Koundé, and back to the keeper they go. No, he's not getting past him there. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Cherki. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Cherki. And it's Conte. Tchouaméni. And it's Conte. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, what has happened here? Olise! In he goes again! A skipper's goal!
That's probably the best thing that could have happened to this game, Peter. With the half petering out, we were all waiting for someone to take the bull by the horns and change the course of this game. And it just had to fall to him. The team's captain, the team's leader. Brilliant.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. France coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this.
Back at a decent first half, 1-0 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maignan.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Mbappe. This is a promising build-up. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Big chance! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
This is the time you need that pace.
Aimed beyond the defence. Quality ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Played into space. France are still that goal to the good. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, it's a great ball here. And a shot! The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Thuram. Now Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's quick to return it. Chance! And no mistake! Cherki. Chouameni. And it's Conte. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, beautifully shaped ball.
Ivory Coast really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, strongly challenged there. So what can they make of this? No, again there's no way through. Looking for options for movement. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 13. À leur place, le numéro 7.
75 minutes
le
played.
20. Le numéro 18. Changement en cours.
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Ivory Coast really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's the chance to counter. Now, can they get him away? And the through ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Passing is crisp and sharp. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Upamecano. Brilliantly cut out. Chouameni, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Space for him to turn and look. Desperate defending required here. An audacious attempt! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
Pass somewhat off target. Doué. That's a cute ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Very much into the last knockings. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
1 minute.
There's the shot! And there goes their last chance. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Thuram! Great effort, but no way through. Kante makes the interception. And here's he's going for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Threads one in. Goes for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Elise. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
There's a sharp little ball here. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, they can break here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. Great defending, strong and determined. Conte. Tchouaméni. Conte. Now it's Thuram. Cherki. Oh, no question, that's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Koundé. He's played it back. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. That has been slung wide. Looking for a runner. He's on it. Can he get away? Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Tchouaméni. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. He's having a pop! Gorgeous from Thuram. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And France are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Olise charging forward, the ball at his feet, showing good feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, this looks sharp. Saliba gets across to intercept that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And they win it back again. Tchouaméni, Saliba, and Koundé. Upamecano. Now Saliba. Upamecano. Conte. And it's Conte.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Back to the keeper it goes. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
France can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Merci d'accueillir les deux équipes.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe, and a chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Saliba. Passes short and sharp. Thuram. And they can counter here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. So what can they make of this? So we've reached the hour mark. Cherki. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's where it came from. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's been caught napping. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Mbappe. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Ivory Coast clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Conte, pressing high and with purpose. Chips it through. And that's an excellent interception. Conte. Tchouaméni has created one goal already. And Hernandez. Cherki. 75 minutes played.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now he's off and running. Cherki. Mbappe. Oh, there's a probing ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Looking for the run. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Foot in. Oh, important interception. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Thuram does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And the counter is on. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shapes to shoot! Nice interception, well timed. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's heaved it away. And that will be it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't...
He's having a shot!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this team...
Shot a goal! It's hit the crossbar! And the ball is out of play.
Conte, and it's Chouameni. Chouameni, Cherki.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
Now it's Thuram.
Deftly away. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Driving forward. Flashes it across. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. No goals as yet.
Ivory Coast definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Saliba cuts out the pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Some intricate passing. Now Mbappe.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe. That is Conte. Now this could be a chance. Could move up a gear here. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Goes for the shot! Mbappe is magnificent! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there is your opener. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
France are such an adept.
Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Strokes it back. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Saliba, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Defending was strong and firm. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cherki going forward. And here's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
France with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Merci d'accueillir les deux équipes.
So let's get the ball rolling. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. He's played it back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Olise plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Picked out brilliantly. Jackie. Chance, surely! And that's a good finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a goal kick. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Thuram.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to pass it through. Another chance from a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. Conte over to the right flank. Koundé, Saliba. And it's Tchouaméni. Upamecano. Olise, who does have an assist to his name. Just a quarter of an hour to play for Conte. Some really good ball movement. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's played in low. Good read, needed to be. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's made its way to him. He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Thuram. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's nice. He has found the way through. Olise! In he goes again. And it's in. Just cruising. They are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is a promising build-up. Short changes him with that pass. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chouameni, not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And he's managed to get free. Olise. Some resolute defending there. Oh, it's a great ball here. Can he get it through? Oh, he's onto this. It's a pretty loose pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nice looking ball. And a chance! And that's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. That's at the end. France really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
France definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the shot! And he's done it! And what a start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Ivory Coast are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds.
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And here's Elise. Oh, some astute defending there. Koundé. And it's Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. Pinches it off him. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Koundé. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And the finish! Cherki.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's in a great position here. Now, can they get him away?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Koundé. And Upamecano. Saliba. Tchouaméni. This is a promising build-up. And here's Mbappe, played back. Cherki. Oh, strongly challenged there. Cherki has been caught there, it's a foul. Olise considers his options. So, to pass or to shoot, that is his question. It's a pretty loose pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Good ball, good take. Oh, well played. Not the most convincing of passes. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Kante, who's set up one goal so far. Upamecano. And the counter-attack is on for France. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Thuram. And now the breakaway. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Olise. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Upamecano with a fine tackle. Mbappe. Olise. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely, now then.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's superb.
Une minute.
And that is the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
France will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chouameni. Now Saliba. Well seen, saw that coming. And he's got the beating of his man. Can he finish? And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Conte. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And they can counter here. And it's made its way to him. Driving forward. There's the delivery.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a delicate pass. Good read, needed to be. Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And he was quick to react. 60 minutes played.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Chouameni. Upamecano. Thuram. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a cute ball. Who played through for the wide man, and he's picked it up out wide. Conte. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And Cherki. And it's Chouameni. And no, that was never going to make it. Thuram looking understandably energised after his goal. Chance here to counter. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Done delicately. Upamecano. Can he get on the end of this? Probing pass. Not the most accurate pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that was nowhere near his best. That's been cut out, well played.
Ivory Coast really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Mbappe! Goal, France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Knocks it into space.
Nice control. Crosses it in. Brilliantly cut out. Doué gets it away. Conte. Good running, strong and purposeful. Elise.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well timed, excellent interception.
I think we're just about done here. Just 5 minutes left.
And that's very disappointing, it hasn't.
And it's been given away. Oh, that's nice.
Tries to pass it through.
Ivory Coast really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Dembele.
Doué.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Can he spark a counter here? Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
And that will be the final act. France have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And a header!
No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Koundé.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front.
It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Conte. This is a promising build-up. Olise.
And he's running through.
Olise! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Chance here to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. France already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Now, what about a counter-attack? Conte. For Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Olise, Mbappe might just make this. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Cherki, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's in a great position here. And the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
That's a good ball out wide. He's found a way through.
Oh, really well played.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise has found the net here, of course. Played into space. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And he's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And they win it back again. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Chouameni, Cherki. Opts for safety. Hernandez. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. France leading by one at the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
France with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. Gets us going once more. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Olise. Nice looking ball. Now that's well seen too. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pulls it back. There's the header! He will be livid with himself. Saliba. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That is Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Gives it back. Traoré. Now it's Olise. He's had a shot! And again! It's bounced back off the post.
France are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Passes short and sharp. Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Ivory Coast clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And he's chosen to go back. Passing is... and the shot!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Cherki. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Thuram. That's a lovely, neat pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. Good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great ball, and he's in here.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24, le numéro 9, le numéro 13. À leur place.
Oh, great leap! Well taken goal. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, it's Dembele. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that has not gone well. Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Mbappe. He's in a good position here.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He has found a way through. Now, can they get him away?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And here's Mbappe. Doué. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Dembele. And it's lofted through here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Hernandez. Threads one in. This looks promising. Great vision. Out of play for a goal kick.
Temps additionnel.
Fourth
3
official
minutes.
showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Koundé. This is a promising build-up. Goes looking wide. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lovely feet. So that means another 30 minutes football. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. So our quest to find the winner continues. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he shoots! France leading now. Oh, no question, that's a foul. That is ended up in no man's land. Olise. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Very nicely done. Do it. Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, there's resilience for you.
Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Quality ball. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing nice and neat. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He won't be happy with that one.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Koundé gets across to intercept that. And it's been shipped out wide. Well seen.
So good from him.
So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. Goals on both sides then, and a lot of tired limbs out there. We are down to the last chance for someone to try and win this. The hostilities have already resumed. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? No way through. Chouameni, do it. For Olise. Oh, super ball. He is through here. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shot a goal! Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Zaire Emery. I think we're just about done here.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Dembele. Zaire Emery. Now it's Olise. And that interception was most necessary. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. And we're done. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster match-up, Jim Beglin.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
So things are underway. Cherki. Not the most accurate pass. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individuals? Impressive jump! He will be livid with himself.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Koundé. Quarter of an hour played. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's going for goal! France yet to have an attempt on goal. Thuram. Chouameni. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Wriggles his way through.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cherki, Hernandez. Cherki scooting forward. And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Koundé for Olise. Played out wide. Thinks about the shot. That's tidy. And that's played in low. And he's cut it out. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Olise. Good pressure, determined, intense.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Chouameni. Thuram. Cherki. There he goes, motoring forward. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, easy pickings there. Olise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Saliba. Now, what about a counter-attack? Engages and forces him off the ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Tries a shot! It's there! And it's Ivory Coast who take the lead. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. France come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
France do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Knocks it into space. Saliba. And it's Koundé. For Olise. Upamecano. And it's Kanté.
Great defending, strong and determined. Kante really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That is a brilliant interception. And the counter is on. France still this single goal behind. Conte. So what can they make of this? Nicely spread. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
France are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
And that has put paid to that. He won't be happy with that one. No, he refuses to take the bait. Tries one from range. Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Passes short and sharp. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Thuram. He's had it taken off him. Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Le numéro 7. Le numéro 20. Attention, changement.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And here's Dembele. Oh, they could break here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, such a clever touch. Looking for the run. Cross needs to be good. Mignon claims it. Safe hands.
Ivory Coast surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's having a hit!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
France are looking to go forward now. And it's Doué. That ball looks a good one. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And here's Dembele. That's a little off target. Nicely weighted ball.
Ivory Coast can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Saliba. Dembele. Dembele ventures forward. Conte.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Zaire Emery. And it's Doué. And here's Dembele. That is lovely. And he welcomes it in. Now there's a fine ball. Flings in across. And the referee brings it to a close. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a